Over the years, my space on Beatrice's desk has slowly been invaded. Stacks of books surround me on every side. For some unfathomable reason, the Brindles have collected shelves and shelves of them and still insist on bringing in more. It's baffling, I tell you. Yet even the intrusion of needless novels does not compare to the glossy show-off who stole my spot, front and centre on the desk. The laptop. Felix, Beatrice's husband, bought it for her as a gift without warning. "This thing has tons of storage for your files," he claimed. I was not familiar with what files were, but I was certain I had more storage. In fact, I had unlimited storage. I held an endless amount of memories inside me. Decades' worth of words. Not to mention I was much more low maintenance. I did not need to be constantly charged or connected to some higher power called the Internet. All that seemed to matter to the Brindles, however, was the fact that my neighbour had a screen. I watched as instead of fighting over me, 3 other children battled for the computer. And the 4th I hardly ever saw. He'd pass through the living room, always on his way up to the roof, always with a thick red dictionary in his hands. "Reading that thing won't help you make any friends, Ernest," Adeline said, reclining on the couch. Her eyes left her phone only long enough to roll at her younger brother. "You actually have to socialize with humanity every once in a while." Ernest, unlike his siblings, did not spend much time with other humans. He fraternized mostly with hardcover spines, but I tried not to hold that against him. "That's enough, Ada," Beatrice warned from the kitchen, stopping Ernest on his way out the front door. They were almost the same height now, though it was difficult to tell. Ernest's head was always bent toward the ground. Beatrice watched him, waiting to see if he might speak to her, something he hadn't done all week. Arguments were common among the Brindles, but never between Beatrice and Ernest. "Go on," I urged Ernest from across the room. "Speak." His lips remained a stubborn straight line, refusing to split apart. Humans take their mouths for granted. I would do anything for the chance to say anything. Felix entered the apartment, his briefcase thumping into the doorframe. "Move the meeting to Tuesday, then," he instructed someone in the small white intruders lodged in his ears. "Work stuff. Almost done," he mouthed to Beatrice. A phrase he said so frequently even I was tired of it. And this was coming from someone who had once shared a shelf with a broken record. Felix disappeared into their bedroom like clockwork. The rest of the Brindles behaved like machines too, doing the same predictable things they did every night. Ernest went to the roof. Ezra, Adeline, and Arlo left for their various activities. Beatrice remained alone in the kitchen. No one was around to hear the shrill, needy cry of her phone, begging to be answered. No one saw her face flash as white as paper before she breathed out a shaking, "Hello?" No one saw her rush out of the apartment. No one but me.